you want your cloud kitchen to succeed, you got to get your menu right. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss at length how you go about planning the menu for your cloud kitchen. Okay, now let me tell you, for a cloud kitchen the menu is like a soul for the body. Menu can practically be the soul for the cloud kitchen, because that forms your basic concept. See, for a restaurant or a QSR, the concept would have meant ambience, service style, music, uniforms, etc., etc. But for a cloud kitchen, menu greatly becomes the concept. So how do you get your menu right? What are the factors you need to keep in mind? So let's delve deep down into this video. Watch the video till the end and you're going to get a fantastic gift which will help you learn all that it takes to get started with. Let's get started one by one. As I said, the menu is the soul of a cloud kitchen. Okay. Now, the first factor is, for example, for a cloud kitchen, you might be serving customers, in this business we call them guests, a radius of about approximately, say, 5 kilometers. So what becomes important is, in these 5 kilometers, are there people who are going to like your kind of food? Are they having the paying propensity to buy at your kind of price? And are they going to be ordering from you regularly? Okay, ये गलती मत कीजिए कि जो आपको खाना पसंद है वो मेनू में डाले, बिल्कुल मत कीजिए. अगर आपको कुछ पसंद है, you want to eat ratatouille, go order from a restaurant that serves it or go and have it there, but don't make it a part of your menu just because you like it. Okay, you will have to identify what is it that your market in the location 5 kilometers radius are liking, are ordering. So do your research, and your concept or your menu should have a great sync with the location that you're going to be serving. So the first thing, important factor for planning your menu is going to be what is the location that you are serving and what is the sync of your concept with the location, or the menu with the location. Okay, now what's the second factor? Now ये confusion सबका मन में रहता है कि should you go for something that is very popular, evergreen, or should I create something, they call it nowadays, so let's go for a blue ocean strategy, uncharted territory, create something exotic, nice, different, never tried before in this area. See, let me give you the pros and cons of both. Okay, now if you're going to have something that has been completely untried in that area, okay, your risk is more, your reward is also likely to be more. But if you're going to be creating a menu with items that are not heard of, then you will have to spend a lot of money creating the awareness. Okay, if you have deep pockets, or if you're funded and you're going to spend a lot of money on marketing, then possibly you could still go that way, where you're going for something that is very unique and not tried in that area at all. Okay, people are scared, कि ये बहुत popular है, सब लोग कर रहे हैं. If there are a lot of outlets serving something, that means there's a lot of demand. At least that's one thing is clearly established, right? Okay, so what I would recommend for anybody who's starting out is, have a mix of popular dishes, greatly evergreen comfort foods or aspirational dishes, but something that is being ordered and are in demand. Okay, now that should form 70-80% of your menu. Okay, 20-30% you could incorporate new unique dishes into your menu list, but maybe it can come as a different section, or it can come in different sections of your menu as a chef special. Try about 20%, which could be a unique thing for your outlet. Okay, for your cloud kitchen. But completely going with a unique thing is a high risk. So be careful, unless you're deeply funded or have deep pockets. It's not a risk worth taking for a beginner. Okay, so popular or unique, I think you would have a clear idea, mix of it, 70-80% being the popular or evergreen stuff, and 10-20% with something unique and different. Okay, so that's as regards the second point. Now let's jump into the third thing. What is the cuisine that you're going to serve? आप क्या खाना सर्व करने वाले हैं, कहाँ का सर्व करने वाले हैं? Are you going to go for Indian food, North Indian, South Indian? Are you going for any regional specialities, be it the Maharashtrian cuisine, the Punjabi cuisine, Andhra, Udupi or Hyderabadi, Bengali, whatever it is, is it a regional cuisine that you're going to be focusing on? Okay, or you're going to go for Western food, be it continental, Italian, Mexican, whatever, are you looking at that? Are you looking at an Asian, Oriental kind of a cuisine? Are you looking at a fusion, where you'll have maybe Western ingredients and use Indian recipes? What is the cuisine that you're going to serve? Okay, that also greatly determines the flavor of your menu. So the third thing that you need to be clear about is what's the cuisine that you're going to be serving. Okay, so let's jump into the fourth thing. Okay, what's the format कि आप जो खाना बनाने वाले हैं, is it going to be served, is a greatly breakfast menu, is it light eats that are going to be served through the day, say 11 to 11 kind of a thing, are you going for a breakfast and a high tea kind of a menu, are you going for a lunch and dinner kind of a menu, are you going to be focusing on combo meals, are you going to be focusing on a single portion foods, like the bowl company? What is the format? Okay, if you look at what's happening now, combos and single bowls are all in demand. Okay, so whichever format of the after the cuisine, then you will have to focus on the format. Okay, which session you're going to be serving, and what format, is it meal boxes, how are you going to serve? So that's going to be an important factor in deciding your menu. Okay, so the fourth factor is the format. Now, next thing is, this is very important for a cloud kitchen. Okay, well, we can create a lot of exotic stuff, but remember, you are not serving in a restaurant. Okay, you will maybe create the food in 5 to 10 minutes and then pack it up, and then the delivery boy will pick it up and then he'll deliver in say 20-30 minutes, and then they will eat maybe in 15-20 minutes after that, let's assume, so from the time the food is cooked and packed to the time the food is consumed, it might be 40 minutes to an hour. Okay, now certain foods packed also travel well. Okay, certain Indian gravies and rice items, biryanis, vagera, they travel very well. Okay, to give you an example, so while it is still ordered a lot, dosa doesn't travel well. Okay, now if you pack it in a completely sealed container such that it retains the temperature, it becomes soggy. Okay, if you keep it in a paper box such that an element of crispiness is maintained, it loses the temperature. Okay, it can't travel exactly as you would have it in a restaurant. Okay, it's a compromise, but still people are ordering. That's a different subject. I'm just giving you. For example, take breads. Okay, in breads, if you take a naan or a tandoori naan, roti, they don't travel well. Okay, by the time it reaches the customer, guest, and he has it kinds of get rubbery or soft. Not the ideal thing to have. Similarly, for example, if you take a kulcha or a paratha, to an extent pulka also. Okay, now they travel well. So whatever menu you are planning for your cloud kitchen, keep in mind, try it out as to how it is packed and kept and had after 45 minutes to an hour. Is it going to be good too? Is it going to retain its temperature, the crispiness, or the basic flavor of it intact? Okay, keep that in mind when you plan your menu. That's very critical for a cloud kitchen, especially delivery kitchens where people are going to consume it a little later. The next important thing is the prep time. Okay, now I'm sure you will know that it's one of the metrics for Swiggy and Zomato to see how quickly you're going to be getting your product ready. Ideally from the time you receive the order, getting it ready in 3 to 5 minutes is good, maybe 7 minutes. Okay, but if your items are such that it is going to take a long time, maybe 15-20 minutes from the time you receive an order, then you are not going to be doing greatly well on the aggregator platforms. Okay, unless you are having your format in a pre-order mode where you take the orders a day before and serve, which is possible through direct ordering platforms today like Thrive.pay, but on the aggregator platforms it's not possible. So you will have to dish out the order quickly. Okay, also so So one is related to the other, the ease of doing. How complicated is your process of creating the dish? Is it a pot cooking which is done and kept ready, or is it an alarm in it? In which case, just as the order comes, you can just finish it off in next couple of minutes. What is it? Okay, what is the prep time of each of the dishes that you're going to be putting on your menu? Okay, check it out carefully. Maybe one odd dish which is a special dish, maybe taking a little longer time is fine. But if bulk of your menu which you're expecting to be ordered on a regular basis is all going to take a lot of time, then it's not a good sign for a cloud kitchen. Okay, so next factor is the prep time and the ease of doing. What's the next thing? Okay, certain I'm sure you will be obviously be listing the ingredients all required for creating your menu. Now ideally at the end of your menu plan, when all your number of dishes have been listed out, you will write the big list of your ingredients needed to create that menu. Okay, now if for example if you have 2-3 ingredients which are just used in one particular dish, for which you will have to maintain that inventory, possibly you should plan doing away with it. Okay, so the idea here when planning your menu is, what is that list of items in your menu which will make the list of your ingredients as small as possible. Okay, cloud kitchens will operate from small places, maybe 200-300 square foot places, and you will maybe have a small cupboard kind of a thing as your store. You will not have a big store like a restaurant or a hotel, which will mean that you will want to maintain minimal inventory, also in terms of quantity of the ingredients and also the number of ingredients. So make sure that the list of ingredients that you plan that is needed for your menu is not too long. Okay, similarly equipment, like what's the equipment needed to dish out this menu? Okay, if you have to buy 2-3 different equipment only for 1 or 2 dishes, again you will have to rethink whether you will want to have that in your menu. Okay, like again, if you're going for bakery related items, whether you can plan your menu with just a deck oven, whether you need a convection oven, or you will have to go for a combi oven which is more expensive. What is the equipment needed to dish out the items that you want? Okay, so list of ingredients and the equipment has to be kept in mind before finalizing your menu. So let's go on to the next point: cost and wastage. Like I said, see, certain items, if somebody planned a menu with a lot of rice items from different parts of the country, sounds very exotic. Okay, but these are all items that have to be pre-made and kept. You cannot make it to order when it comes, right? Which will mean that what is the kind of wastage that you're going to have. Trust me, over a period of time you will kind of come to knowledge as to what number of orders of what you will get, but still it can't be 100% all the time. So if you're going to have items that are all going to be pre-cooked and kept, your wastage is going to go up. If the wastage goes up, which means your cost percentage is going to go up constantly. Okay, so also bring in menu items which have at least some part of your menu should be such that they can be created at a very minimal cost, and that your food cost percentage is in control. Okay, so next factor that is to keep in mind is, what is the cost of creating that dish, and will it be wasted if I don't get the sufficient number of orders? Okay, like for an Indian cuisine, if you have something gravies, you will have the gravies in place, and then you will make the dish a la minute, so the wastage is not there. So you will have to plan your menu keeping this factor in mind. Now the next important thing is menu sizes. See, menu sizes, it's not like a commandment or something written patthar pe lakir वैसे नहीं है, but you will have to understand that especially for a beginner restaurant, okay, when you're just starting out, ideal size to have of your menu is about 20 items, even smaller if it is possible, higher side 25. Of course, if you are planning a multi-cuisine outlet, it is impossible to do it in this number. You will not be doing justice to that. Obviously, the number will go up maybe 40, 45 to 50, 55, 60 if not more. But if it is, and that is not a great format to start off with, in which case, if it is a smaller menu, which is of a size of 20, 25, The advantages are going to be your inventory is going to be smaller, your wastage is going to be lesser, your guest is not going to get confused, and it is also easy for you to standardize and keep a good control on the quality of the dish. Okay, see, I'm just giving an example here. So if you go to Behrouz Biryani, which is one of the popular brands of Rebel Foods, okay, look at their menu. No, it's a short, smart menu. Okay, so that's what I'm showing you a part of that menu on the screen now. Okay, but go back and look at the full menu. Go back and look at the Subway menu. Go back and look at it's all combinations. Khichdi experiment menu. They're all short and small, and that's good. Okay, but if you have to create a menu like this that you see, which is good for maybe some physical outlet with a big number of covers, but if you have to create this kind of a menu for a cloud kitchen, it's going to be a nightmare. Okay, the team size will grow, inventory will grow, wastage will grow, equipment will grow, space of the kitchen will grow, and it's also confusing, for a customer gets to browse the kind of menu on a tech platform, when he's holding a phone and trying to watch. Itna menu dekhne mein bhi bahut time lagta hai, forget about ordering. Okay, so don't confuse the guest. So keep it simple, keep it small to start with. Okay, you can always evolve it over a period of time based on what's working, what else the customers want, and stuff like that. But when you're starting off your cloud kitchen, make sure you keep it small and short and neat. Okay. The next thing and the most important thing is, after you do all that, okay, you will have to do extensive trials. Okay. See, when you're thinking, shayad ye chalega, wo chalega, I'll put all this in the menu. Your chef will say, main ye bhi banaunga, wo bhi banaunga. You yourself may like few things, so you will say sab menu mein dal dete hain. Okay, finally, before even you start dishing out, getting into commercial operations, you will have to have extensive trials. What is an extensive trial? Ask your chef to get it, make it, call your friends, family, associates, relatives, neighbors whom you think are foodies, who are going to give you honest feedback. Try it out for a couple of times. Okay, when you get feedback that these products are not just good, they are amazing. Okay, then you will know that these products should go into your menu. Okay, don't put anything which you are not able to dish out with a top-notch quality. Okay, that's going to be the key for your success, key for getting your repeat customers. So make sure, once you put all the other points in place, do extensive trials, get a feedback from your well-wishers, and then add it to your menu. Okay, so the taste should be top-notch, as I said. So all these points will make sure that you would have your menu that is going to be smart, short, costly, not too cost effective rather, and tasty and successful and profitable. Okay, now if you liked the video, if you understood what it is on the menu, I'm going to be sharing many more videos on different subjects of the cloud kitchen. Do subscribe to the channel and click on the notification button to keep informed on the new videos coming up. Okay, also as I promised in the beginning of the video, we are, for all of you who watched it till here and are keen to get started with your cloud kitchens or turning your cloud kitchens profitable. If you are already in the business, then there's a fantastic opportunity. There is a link given down in the bio. Please click on it and you will get an opportunity to understand more in detail about different aspects of how to start, grow a cloud kitchen profitably in a 2-hour session with me. Okay, click there and join that session, and I will see you in the next video.